Hi, this is State Representative Jeremy Shaffer for another Shaffer Spotlight. Today we are here in Wexford Public, one of the exciting newer restaurants in the district, and I'm joined by John and Melanie, the owners of the restaurant. John, Melanie, thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us a little about the journey that brought you to starting this restaurant here.
Well, we opened about 2 years ago in March. And John has always been a chef locally in the area. He was the executive chef at Monterey Bay and then Off the Hook and Napa Prime. And we met later in life, and my background was finance and business, and quickly told John I thought he worked too many hours for other people and that we could do this ourselves. And it was something that, you know, he's always wanted to do. And this space became available, and we kind of just made it become a reality.
That's great. It's good to be able to live out your dreams.
What she's saying is that it's all her fault.
It's all her fault.
Basically, you're right. All the hours we work now is all her fault.
So you're the smiling face in the front of the house, and you're stuck in the back,
Absolutely,
like, slaving over the food there.
That's where I'm better.
So now, John, you all are open for lunch and dinner, correct? And so what are some of the favorite meals that you enjoy?
Probably one of my favorites is our Yabor sandwich, made on La Segunda bread, like original Cuban bread from Tampa. I lived in Tampa for a few years, so it's near and dear to my heart.
Gotcha. Now, Melanie, do you have a go-to meal when you're here?
I definitely do.
What is that one?
Well, if I am here as a guest, I will always have our bolognese. The sauce is homemade, and it's just so good. So that's one of my favorites. We also have amazing French onion soup, and I'm real picky. I like to have a lot of cheese. So ours definitely has a good cheese to onion ratio. Yeah.
So now, obviously, you know, restaurant business can be pretty long hours, a lot of challenges. What has it been like starting a new business here? How many hours do you have to work?
Yeah, well, I would say that for us, you know, he knew what he was getting into a little bit better than I did.
Okay.
Because I was used to working at a desk and, you know, going from meetings to meetings and then going home. Yeah. But I'd say, you know, we're a family-owned restaurant, and we're here as a family all the time. We have 3 kids that are in North Allegheny School District, and the older 2 are 16 and 13, and they work here. So it's been really fun to have them involved and have them get to see, you know, work ethic, and our guests know who they are as well, and they get excited that, you know, it's really a true family business.
And the little one, she'll wipe chairs every once in a while, so, you know, gotta keep her busy too. So.
Better than being on devices.
That's right.
One of the neat things here, you've got a section that you can host parties in, correct? You can close those doors, and do you often have events here as well?
Yeah, we do a lot, more and more actually. Our cocktail section has some great fireplaces, and we also have a patio that we open up in the spring and summer. So that's really popular when the weather is cooperating with us, right? But yeah, this section can be sectioned off for larger parties, and we also have a back section of our dining room that can hold about 20-ish people, so yeah.
Now, have you already built up a kind of a regular following? Do you tend to see some of the same people over and over again?
Yeah, I would say definitely. I mean, one of the reasons why we wanted to open Wexford Public is because we are a family, and it was really hard to find a place to eat in this area that wasn't too fancy for the kids and wasn't, you know, just beer and sandwiches, because sometimes we want a little bit more than that. But yeah, lots of regulars.
So how do you make quality food? How do you go about sourcing your ingredients and deciding what's going to be on the menu?
Really, it was a privilege. I worked for the same family. They were also a family-run business. I worked for them for like 20 years. The foundation of everything I was ever taught was we buy the best stuff. We buy the best stuff. We prepare it correctly, but you know, I'm not a magician. You know, I don't ever consider myself this great chef. I buy really good stuff, and I know how to cook it. So that's, you know, and it shines through. You know, the guests appreciate it. People can tell when they're eating something that's good. You know, when the quality's there, it shows through itself.
Gotcha. Now, what was it like? In Harrisburg, I've been advocating for streamlining the permitting process, for making it easier to do business in Pennsylvania. How has it been? I know we still have ways to go, but how has it been starting a new small business, opening it up here, going through the different regulations and hurdles with the Allegheny Health Department, I'm sure, with the township, with other entities?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that there was definitely a lot to be learned. It being our first business opening up, some of that process took longer than others. Parts of it were more challenging, but that you kind of learn as you go.
Yeah, I understand.
No, I mean, I think as a whole, we were lucky in, again, like with the health department, like I had already had contacts with the health department for 20 plus years. So it was like, oh, okay, yeah, we know you. All right, cool. We'll get you scheduled. We'll get you on the book.
Yeah.
Right. We know what they're looking for, what their expectations are, and
Now, what are your days of the week are you open? What hours are you open if someone wants to come try the excellent food here?
Yeah, the only day that we're closed is Mondays, and then Tuesday through Sunday we open at 11. We have happy hour in our cocktail area and on the patio when it's open, and that's from 4:30 to 6:30 on weekdays. And then we close at 9 o'clock Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We stay open till 10 Friday and Saturday, and we close at 8 on Sunday.
Okay. John, one of the things with restaurants often have to do is get a liquor license too, which can be a challenge. I know you've got a lot of wines here and drinks. Can you tell us a little bit about your selection that might go with the food?
yeah, absolutely. So we have about 15, 20 different wine labels. We have about 50 different bourbons. Part of the idea has always been we built a bigger than necessary program. I don't think things should be so far out of reach, right? So we keep our pricing really as tight as we possibly can on that kind of stuff, just because it's like, if your comfort zone is $80 for a bottle of wine, well, an $80 bottle of wine here is probably a better bottle than where you would get 80 somewhere else. Does that make sense?
It's nice to be affordable.
Yeah, I want everybody to experience good wine to go with good food and all that stuff. So,
well, my family and I look forward to continuing to enjoy your great quality food here.
Thank
you for having us for Shaffer Spotlight. Thank you, Melanie.
That's great.
Thank you, John. We're glad
you.
to have you as a small business here in Wexford. This has been State Representative Jeremy Shaffer from Wexford Public right here in the Pine Tree Shops. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact one of our offices. In Wexford, we're located at Brooktree. In Gibsonia, we're located at the corner of 910 and Middle Road. And in the State Capitol Complex, we're located in the Irvis Office Building in Harrisburg. Thank you and have a great day.